Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jen.
And today, the saga kind of continues, but it's more, you just have to wait and see kind of thing. But the first thing that we did was we have reinforced our fence.
Yes.
We had a shortage happening. Long story short, the Premier One fencing wasn't given the electrical charge it should have. Had to do a little maintenance work. Also expanded the field a little bit more for the girls.
And put more chargers on, so not only will it shock animals harder if they get too close, but it will also shock unwanted humans harder if they get too close.
Exactly. So our goats have been in timeout since Tuesday. Today's Thursday. In a stall in the barn while we made sure everything was set. We just did not want another incident to happen to where they may have came out.
All right, so here's where we have them, and there was no door on the stalls, so we improvised with these gates and we screwed them to the barnwood. So
Y'all gonna be good girls?
It has been sturdy. It's been good for them to be just safe and secure for a couple days, and now we're gonna give them a chance to behave like big girls and see what happens.
You got to get your heads out.
Out of quarantine.
Golly.
Wow.
What did they? Y'all gonna be good girls? This one's still on a little bit of the shady side of things. So originally the fence cut like right in front of the barn here. So we have spread that out a lot more. You can see all the way down there where Buzz is. They have a lot more room to spread out. Got a lot more power onto it. We've actually got 4 boxes, like Jen mentioned, to boost them up. But everybody's done good since Tuesday, thankfully. All right, cheeks. All the grass. It's also really been fine that they've been in timeout because we've had the hurricane weather here for the past 2 days. We just get rain in this area, so no issues. Prayers for everyone that has been really impacted by another hurricane that has hit us. But we've had a lot of rain. Thankfully, not too much. Well, really no damage, but no bad flooding or anything like that. But they've just been uptight and dry. Okay, so we mentioned the saga continues. If you caught our last video, first off, your all's kind words and comments and everything on that video, messages, so sweet. Y'all are the nicest people in the world. Thank you all for everything.
Thank you for having our backs.
Yes, thank you for, yes. We were concerned like some form or fashion we didn't do something right or I don't know, just like that.
Maybe we were in the wrong, I don't know.
Right, but you all just helped us kind of get over any personal grief, I guess. I don't know. Just having our backs. Stive Trap strong. Y'all are awesome. So there was a couple things we wanted to show you all because now security is obviously our #1 top priority.
Okay, so the #1 suggestion was get a gate. We actually do have a gate, thankfully. This was here when we got here, but it wasn't functional yet. You can tell that it used to be automatic. It is not any longer, so there was just a rope, that yellow rope that's hanging. That's what would hold it to the post. Well, that's not enough, obviously, because someone can just lift it over and open the gate on their own. So we reinforced it. I don't know what all that stuff's called. Cables, I guess.
Yeah, so we just got a really heavy duty wire, padlock, private property, keep out signs. It can't be pulled over. It can't just, it's not just a rope that you can throw over. It's actually locked. Obviously, if someone really wanted to, they could get in. Unfortunately, that's kind of with any gate. If they really want to, they could, but it's majorly going to slow them down.
Yes.
Because we'll have time to see
And
someone.
we're fencing the whole property. But this is a major ditch that runs through.
Goes straight down on that side and straight down on that side. It's actually, I think some would call it a creek.
Yeah.
But really it's more of a drain, to be honest with you, because it really only has water when it rains. All right, let's get away from this traffic. Don't like. Okay, so that problem number one solved. That solves any vehicle easily being able to just drive into our property, which we like, and we've actually had it locked for the past 2 days. And there have been several vehicles that have pulled in, saw it, and backed out and turned away. Not saying it was bad people, good people, whatever it was. It's just the fact that, like we had mentioned, unannounced visitors have us on edge at a new place right now, just because we're new, and especially with what went down. So it just makes us feel better.
We're also getting a driveway sensor, which a lot of you suggested. Thanks to our sweet friend, she's getting us one, and we're going to put it on, and I think it's going to be amazing because it will alert us before anyone even gets close to the house. So that's really cool.
Really cool.
I didn't even know they have this type of stuff.
I didn't either.
Welcome to 2020, though.
Sorry. Right. Okay, so we have already taken precautions. We do have some cameras up. We went just immediately to Walmart, paid ridiculous price for some stuff.
Worth it, though.
Yes, definitely worth it. But I mean, you all helped with that. Some of the PayPals that you all have seen, I mean, just blessing our heart. I mean, that was no way did we were looking for any form of that. Sorry, I can't get my words out there. But it did help. I mean, we were able to just go immediately get a couple cameres before.
Let us sleep at night.
Yes, and help us sleep at night. So since then, we have ordered a full-blown security system. Takes a little time to get here, but it's a lot, and that'll also make us feel better. We also have noticed that some of you all are going to send us some cameras too. Very kind of you. We will be putting those up because we do have a lot of stuff. We have barns, garages, house, so we have to kind of cover everything. Motion lights to really blind some people and really make it known that something's there. So we are really doing a lot of stuff security-wise. The biggest thing, though, is fencing.
Yes.
So we actually have called some companies because I had always planned to perimeter fence this. I mean, that was like one of our number one priorities. Just didn't know it had to be the number one priority within a week of being here. But that is a top priority. I wanted to do it myself because it's just so much cheaper.
And obviously we could if he didn't work, but
right, I work through the week.
And now it gets dark at 6:30 and it's just not possible.
Right, so it's a little bit harder because it's just myself. So we do have a guy. He's either coming out tonight or tomorrow, I think. Me and him are going to walk the property because, like I said, we just want it perimeter. So where you see the tree lines, like we just want it on the inside of that. Make it super simple, just fence it off.
Not sure where that money's going to come from yet, but we will figure it out.
We will 100% figure it out.
It doesn't matter. It's worth it. It has to happen.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I wanted to do it myself, but we've already had intruders. So he said, well, what do you need it for? I said, I need to keep animals in and people out.
Yeah.
So
and other animals out.
Yeah, and other animals out. And of course, things can climb, but this will severely help. It'll also allow us to keep Xena loose. So Dolly will be the livestock guardian dog, and Xena will be the human guardian dog. And they get along well. They've been face to face and all that good stuff, and Xena's never tried to get the fence. But allowing our dogs to get out of that front yard and destroying it like they already are, they'll have all 11 acres to run. So whatever it costs, we're gonna get it done. I just hope he doesn't make my eyeballs fall out when he tells me what the estimate is, because 11 acres is a lot. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying not to guess a number before I talk to him. So we'll see with that. But I think once that's done and we get all of our security systems set up, we're gonna be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, and we'll have Jed here soon.
Yeah, Jed's coming soon.
More eyes.
Yeah, we've got his house, picked out.
Yeah.
So all the right steps are being made, I think. You all were a huge help in that with great suggestions.
Yeah.
And thank you. So we just got to keep getting it done.
Yeah.
We've had 2 normal days.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to actually work.
Yeah.
Which was nice to catch up. I don't feel behind anymore there. And our animals are happy again.
Yeah.
So we do need to address one more thing: the boy goats.
One more thing before the boy goats.
Sorry.
A lot of you also suggested to definitely get barn doors so that we can shut the animals up at night. And we are definitely going to do that. There's an entrance and an exit, or two entrance, whatever you call it, on the barn. There's no gates, no doors. So it's kind of free range, especially just shelter from rain.
Yeah.
So we are going to get barn doors. Not sure how yet.
Well, I can build those. Those I'll build.
Yeah.
That I can do in a weekend. I mean, it's big, but for the most part, as long as it's where the goats can't jump out,
Right.
I can put a padlock on it,
Yeah.
and that'll help. It doesn't have to be the full
Right.
hole. So
And that'll make us feel a lot better.
yeah. So maybe hopefully this weekend. I mean, this weekend's crazy because we got Halloween, and then we have some people coming to get the piglets, which is exciting. So maybe I'll try this weekend. We'll try. But either way, that's going to be like my project, and hopefully someone else is doing the fence. All right, boy goats. So the boy goats. The boy goats are our biggest and most concern because they are in rut. We're in a new place. It's a lot of new for them. So even with reinforced fencing, even with all the precautions that we could take, they're a risk and a liability right now. So Charlie, we have already rehomed, thankfully. Whew. So
It was hard.
It was very hard.
But it's also a relief knowing that he can't hurt us, he can't hurt somebody else, and he can't hurt the other goats anymore, because he really beat up on them. And it was hard to see, because you know that's what boys do, but it's still hard.
Not all of them though. Like Rico.
Yeah.
Rico doesn't.
No, not at
Rico
all.
has a job. He knows his job. He just wants to do that. He doesn't want to beat someone up. He doesn't have that.
Right. Testosterone.
Yeah, well, he does, but he's not a teenager like Charlie was. Charlie was very, very young buck. It was his first year breeding, and when he was pulled away from the girls, that got him even more aggressive, even though they were bred.
Yeah.
That got him even more aggressive, and it was just all the wrong things for a fresh move and new territory that he wasn't sure about.
He did serve his purpose here, though.
Yeah.
We had him from bottle baby, and he bred the goats. He had a great time with us, great part of our family, and now he gets to move on.
That's right. You're Lola. It's Lola.
Yeah, because
She's the most vocal.
I think she's in heat, so that's another reason why we cannot have boy goats any longer.
Right.
Not bucks.
Right. So Rico has been, Charlie has been moved. We still have Rico. So if anyone is interested, he is a registered Nigerian dwarf.
And he's beautiful.
Yeah, and because of the urgency, like, we're willing to give him for free.
Yes.
So obviously it's a steal.
Yeah.
You just have to come get him. So I don't know where the paper is. I'm going to try to find the actual certificate.
It's in a box somewhere.
It is. It's here. We just got to find it because that's a very important piece of Rico.
Yeah.
But he is a full-blooded Nigerian dwarf, like I said, registered. If anybody wants him, let us know. The Weathers, if anybody wants them, they can have them. But they're Weathers. They have a lot less value than Rico does. But if nobody does, that's no big deal because they're not going to be bucking it up.
Yeah, causing disturbance.
Right, so we can just put them in with the girls. There's no problem there. It's mainly Rico that we got to move. So if you are interested, let us know.
Yep.
So where are they? We do not have them in the fence. We do not have them right beside the girls to where the girls can see. We have them in my garage right now. So they're in the garage, so they can't see the girls. Now, y'all, it's a mess. We're just trying to move in and they're making it even worse. And they're just making a destroyed mess. But they're in here. I have gotten it to where they can't like eat anything really bad or anything like that. And they haven't bothered anything. So no, this isn't ideal. However, they are on concrete, which is nice. So they're not, no parasites. They've only been in here a couple days, and like I said, as soon as we can move Rico, which there he is, if you're not familiar with who he is, say hi, Rico.
He's a little puppy.
Yeah, he's not the biggest, friendliest goat in the world, but
he does let me pet him.
Yes, and he is 100% not aggressive.
No, not at all.
He's never tried to do anything towards me whatsoever. He just doesn't want to be around me.
Yeah, if you can earn his trust, he's a good goat.
He is.
He will let you pet him and love on him. He'll suck on your fingers. He's a good boy.
He is a really good boy. He just stirs up the girls when they get in heat, and he gets stirred up when he can smell them. So that's why we have to move along. We will probably eventually down the road get back into bucks. Right now we just want to have our girls, and we're realizing we're happy they're all here, but we do really need to reduce size until we can comfortably feel like we've got our setup ready.
Don't ever move in rut season.
Yeah, that was probably not the best season. If you do, get rid of your boys before you move. Because the girls are cool. They're pretty chill.
Someone had told us that.
I feel like someone probably did. We probably been like, oh no, you don't know Charlie and Rico, they'd be fine. But yeah, so we are going to move him, and he is 100% not aggressive, very sweet, very registered,
Yep.
and I will work hard to find the certificate. I don't really know how we can do this because I feel like he is going to draw some interest. It's literally going to have to be first come, first serve because there's no deposit or anything since he's free.
Right.
Just the first one that can set a date with us.
Don't do a comment though, because there's no way we'll reach that.
No.
Either shoot an email or a message on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, and so what we'll do, if you're a serious inquirer, the first email that confirms a date, it will be the one that gets you. And then if that falls through, we'll just move to the very next email. So that's how we'll approach that situation.
Cool.
So could we sell Rico, make a little money? 100% yes. That takes a little bit more time. We need to move him. We need to get them out of the garage. It's a fine temporary
It's dry.
spot.
They have a light, but it's not ideal.
No, not at all. They need.
Nobody wants to live in a garage.
No, and I had to like block the windows. They get a little sunlight, but not a lot of natural sunlight because I didn't want them to bust through it or anything. So yeah, that we could sell him. It does kind of hurt to sell him. I mean, because he has been a good buck, and we do still have Nigerian dwarf ladies. So it is what it is. We have to do the hard decisions. But I hope you all have enjoyed this. We are making every step we can in the right direction to secure this place up and Fort Knoxify.
Yeah, and we're loving it here.
We are. We're absolutely loving it.
So long. We love it. I just had to drive our Stivers out around today,
Yep.
which was fine.
I finally fixed Buzz, which I see it leaking out some fix-a-flat because I had a hole in the tire.
It's starting to feel like home though.
It really is. And I will feel great once we have that perimeter fence. It's going to solve so many positives. I mean, especially when we have the garden. It's already got that exterior, and then we can interior it. And that just really intensifies and helps keep out any predators and any garden thieves. Yeah. So we'll see. Well, I hope he comes today. I'm like really curious to know what kind of price he's going to shoot us, but who knows?
All right, we got to go make dinner.
We sure do. All right, y'all.
We love you.
Until the next
one.
Bye. Bonus footage. So, funny enough, as soon as we got done filming our last little bit, the fencing guy called us and said, yeah, I can come out. So he came out, drove around, or I drove him around side by side. He was doing his little footage and checking it out. We were talking, really, really nice guy. And he gave us a quote. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Thank goodness. It is still a high number. We haven't got finals, but less than 10. Why am I beating around the bush? He said maybe around $7,500. So to me, that's really good compared to what I expected and what others thought. It's a lot of money. It's basically gonna wipe what we have saved up from when we went to buy the house, but it will definitely be worth it. It's a major project that needs to be done and has to be done. So thankfully we have it saved back and we're just going to do it. But we'll just have to resave again because now I'm not going to feel it. It's going to suck to have that in the back pocket like just gone. But it is what it is. It's a big thing that needs to be done. And so first, what are you doing, Giddy? First or second week in November, he's going to figure out the scheduling. They're going to come out and we're going to have perimeter fencing, so that's very super exciting. But we wanted to share that with you all because it was there. That was kind of the last missing piece of our privacy and security, and it is now underway. Yay. All right, y'all. Now, bye.
Bye.